town, we have so many churches around and near us that it's unreal. I don't know why we've never been drawn to attend any of them that's in this town. Well, we did when we first moved to Fontana. We used to go to St. Luke's Episcopal Church, and it was a small church that was led by a wonderful priest. I really loved and adored him. He took care with each and every one of his members. I always remember when I first joined the church, you know, they give you jobs to do. They always want you to work in the vineyard, so to speak. And he gave me the job of the, I don't know what they call it when they do the coffee hour. They have a name for it, like the meet and greet or whatever after when church is over. And he didn't know that I couldn't stand the smell of coffee. And I didn't know how to tell the man no. So you had to lay out cookies and have coffee ready. That's all you needed to do. So you needed to leave church like 15 minutes early, go into the dining room area and do that. So I figured, you know what, for the church, for him, you know, I'll go ahead and do it. And it got to a point where I hated doing the job because I couldn't stand the smell of the coffee when it was percolating in the pot. I couldn't afford the cookies after a while, and I didn't tell him that I couldn't afford the cookies because I'm sure he would have let the church write a check for the cookies. And I started to get bitterly angry, and I'm like, I can't even afford cookies for my own kids. I have to bring cookies for these people at the church, because I couldn't stand like half the people at the church. And so one day it built up in me and I just exploded in front of him. I'm like, I can't stand doing this job. Father Keith, I hate the smell of coffee. I can't even afford cookies. I'm like, why do I have to do this? I don't want this job. I just want to be in church. I don't want this job. And he was like, oh my God, poor thing. He was older. He was like in his 70s, right, Joe, at the time? And he's like, Barbara, no, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do any job. Just show up. Just show up. He was so sweet. And I always remember when I was pregnant with Jada. Jada was, I think, a week from being due. Well, a little bit more than a week, because she was due January 3rd and she came December 27th, and it was a week before December 27th that this thing happened. She was breech. She was feet first breech to a mother that can't take anesthesia. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna die giving birth to this child. And the doctor says, come in on Monday, rest up on the weekend, come in on Monday, and we're gonna turn her. And he didn't tell me how he was gonna turn her, but I just looked it up on the internet, and it wasn't pretty what he was gonna have to do. I was like, oh God, no. And so I went to the church and I told them what was going on. And in the church, the Episcopal church at the time, I don't know about now, they did not believe in laying on hands, healing. But he did. In his own private life, he did. And so he laid hands on me, and he invited anyone that was a believer to come up and lay hands on me in front of the church. That's the first time anybody ever did that to me. It was scary because I didn't understand it. But I knew that if it's, you know, I figured if it's going to work, hey, let's do it. I went home, and within 4 hours, Jada started to turn. Let me tell you, that was the most painful Sunday I had. But she was turning, and I knew what was happening because you could see it like a snake morphing inside of you. And I went back on Monday, and the doctor said, huh, she turned. She's head first. I'm like, she? Is it a she? Because at that point they weren't sure what Jada was going to be, because she never revealed herself. Mommy was making a white blanket. And I called her up and I said, Mom, it's a girl. And she started to add white. So Jada has a blanket that's half pink, half white, and around the trim is pink. I'm going to find that blanket. She still has it. Jada has so many things from her childhood because my mom made it. Somebody was asking about one of the hats I was wearing the other day, the one that looks like the pinwheel for the Mac computer spinning. Mommy made all those hats. I only have one hat that Julie made, but Mommy made all those hats, and I keep them neatly in a little bag, and I wear them so sparingly, and I don't want them to ever go bad. You know, all the stuff Mommy made before she passed away, I want to put them like in a shadow box or something and hang it on the wall as art or something like that. Yeah, so coming back to Jada and her thing, the church, coming back to the church. We went to that church until the priest quit because of politics in the church, whatever, you know, goes on with the hierarchy. And he went to another church that was based out of San Diego, and it was called the Charismatic Episcopalian Church. and he used to have church inside of one of the old church members' living room, and that's where Jada was actually baptized, in that church there in that living room. And then eventually the church broke up. He went back to the old church because he really needed his pension. I heard that he got into a lot of trouble for what he did when he laid hands on me. He never confessed it to me, but that was the rumor going on. But I think that's why he left the church too. But you know what? God showed up. God showed up and he showed off, and Jada came. I mean, I think the enemy has been trying to snuff out Jada since she was in my womb. If you want to know who's for you, tell them your dream, or try to get them to be a part of your dream. Try to get them to sow into your dream, and then you'll know who's really for you and who's against you. Really and truly, that's my test that I'm doing right now. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, and there are a lot of people in my life, my own personal life. I'm not talking about my YouTube followers. You guys just got to know me through YouTube. Talking about the people in my life, godmothers and you know, so-called friends and so on, and distant 4th, 5th, 6th cousins and stuff, that they want to claim you, that, oh, that's my cousin, girl, you watch her show, oh girl, yeah, she has a good show, but they never watch the YouTube videos. People at the church I used to attend, oh, you do YouTube, you got a lot of followers. They never watch the YouTube videos. How am I gonna get views if they don't watch? I'm seriously thinking about taking a couple of weeks off of the cooking channel and just take a break. Anyways, let me go in.
You have some money hiding up home somewhere in the one. There has to be some corner of the outside.
I was just telling Joe that I look rich today. So I've just been sitting here visiting with Rosie, but she's not eating while I'm here. She already offered me her lunch. I'm like, I'm good.
Really still full. They absolutely give you too much food.
It's a lot of food. Like, for instance, what is this? This is like a soup. And what is this white thing, Rosie?
That must be,
I don't know what that is. Is that cottage cheese or something like that? Cottage. And then rice and vegetables and meat and dessert. And
see her pretty purses.
Huh? Where you do that?
Joe,
Hi.
let me make you shake. So Osley told me my glasses make my face look younger. So I told Joe, you hear this? Listen, Joe, listen. Joe said that's why I fall in love with you all over again.
You're not Joe gonna give you the answer. You want the answer, Joe? Give it.
We'll get the answer.
Yeah, Osley, the people that give me the glasses free. It's a blessing, huh?
Oh yeah.
Aye, aye.
That's why the Lord has blessed you when you see you do right.
True?
Yeah. Sometimes you get stuff you're wondering where we come from. Blessings of the man come over here.
Yep.
You just come unaware.
And she asked you where you get it from?
Ask me what?
The hat.
No, I ordered them inside. They asked me where I get it from. So I say, oh, my friend and them get it from somebody back east. I don't know.
Yeah, Dartmouth, Massachusetts. That's where she lives.
So I said, I don't know exactly who it is and what, but it's saying, so I wear it.
You know, as the what we think we are do? I think I'll keep that Saturn. I'll keep that Saturn because that Saturn we get it for a good price and that's a good car. You know?
It's a good car.
I need it to run.
It has brand new tires, Osley. It's brand new inside. On 127,000 miles.
Nothing doesn't do the engine now. We'll see you then, that's how it is.
What? If you don't see me when?
Tomorrow is good.
Okay. Bye, Osley.
Alright, bye bye.
So Osley enjoyed his little visit with us. It's a nice day today, guys. The sun is out, the wind is blowing warm. I'm going home to go figure something to eat. Do you want to have some of that leftover turkey? The ground turkey? I could go make some type of salsa to go with that. Then we have the beans that I cooked for Jory last night. We could refry some of that. Yeah, we got stuff at home. Guys, Rosie was so touched when she listened to a few of Jada's songs. I think she listened to like 3 of them. And she was all like, I feel so special to know you guys. Because you guys are so gifted in everything. And I know that I'm going to see you on my TV, you and your daughter one day. And I'm going to look at everybody in here and go, I know them. I was like, Rosie, it's an honor to know you. I said, just your age alone you know, just comes with such honor and respect, you know. And you guys, not all old people have wisdom, you know. Wisdom is not just for the aged. Wisdom can come to a young child. You know, wisdom is just something that you get from God, especially when you ask for it. That's what Solomon asked for. He didn't ask for money. He asked for wisdom, because when you get wisdom, you can open many doors for yourself. Money's going to follow with wisdom, because when you wise, people want to know. People going to pay you for what you know, right? So the Bible says, get wisdom is the principal thing. With all thy getting, get wisdom. I think that's in one of the Proverbs. Don't ask me which one, because you know your girl don't know. So that's what Joe and I do every day. We try to learn something new. Look how we learn how to make the aprons. We learn how to make the handbags. I've learned that the messenger handbags don't really sell. As much as they're pretty, there are a lot of work that goes into them. You have to put batting, you have to put zip, you got to put button. A lot of work goes. I have 4 more that's cut that I didn't sew, because I have 3 sitting there, right, Joe? I don't even think I sold one, right? I've just given them away. I ain't making that no more. I quit. The wisdom says don't do that. Now the pleated handbags, these ones, I brought them to show to Rosie. These sell, and they're so gorgeous. Like, I could own 15 of these and still own more. I only own one, the Belize one, because I don't want to eat into the profits. It is February the 18th. Today is my younger brother's birthday. This would be the time, if mommy were alive, this would be the time when she would have me cook that second turkey. And if she didn't do it for his birthday, she would do it for hers, March 24th. So I think we're nearing the time to cook that turkey. I was saying that I wasn't going to cook that turkey until we had nothing else to cook, because sometimes it get that way. My show is not called The Bear Pantry Show for no good reason. Sometimes it does get that way, where we have nothing to cook. $1.67 in the account and nothing to cook. But my prophetess told me, Barbara, you're not gonna hit that wall. Not this year, not 2018. You're never gonna find a day where you don't have something to cook in the way of meat, girl. I'm like, okay, good. I believe, I receive, I believe. So I think we're gonna cook it soon. But Joe says when we cook it, we have to realize that we're gonna have to eat turkey all week, because it's only the 5 of us, right? So I told him, well, we're gonna invite people. We're gonna invite Shanika and the boys. Who else can we invite? Leah and them? We could invite Leah and them. They eat meat, right? Yeah, we could have a little party. Why? Just because we want to have a little party. Who said we have to have a reason? Joe, didn't I tell you if I put this jacket on, you can't put on the heat? Oh, Joe, I fit it one. Don't put on the heat.
It's hard to start a rather old people.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Joe, my son, don't make me laugh. You guys, he said it's hard to ride with old people. He's 60. I'm 51. Kettle it cost pot.
But you older than me.
Me no older you at all. I have pain in my side, and I don't think it's like an organ type pain. If I thought it was like kidneys or appendix or something, I would have rushed to the doctor. I feel like it's muscle. I feel like it's like right here in my rib, and then it goes down. It feels like it's just like connected, and it just kind of spread. And I went to sleep perfectly fine last night. I had no pain when I went to sleep last night. I woke up and I'm in pain. I guess I am old. Ooh, let me stop complaining. I'm good. There's no pain. I'm good. I'm gonna work this out. This pain feels like I did crunches to my side. That's what it feels like. It feels like a muscle type pain. We're heading to the Walmart in Rialto, because I need to pick up fabric. I sold one of my little bags last night. One of my longtime viewers that had invited me to her daughter's birthday party a million years ago. It feels like a million years ago. The little girl's 19 now, and I went to her sweet 16, Joe. And she came and she goes, Barbara, I didn't see you were selling stuff, girl. And she went and she shopped, huh?
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. She gave me a little bit of brata if I would put some sweet treats in her purse. I was like, okay, I'm game. She goes, you don't gotta go make nothing extra. If you don't made some cookies, put some cookies in there. If you don't made some powder buns, put a couple powder buns in there. If you don't made some jam rolls, put some jam rolls in there. I said, I like this. It's kind of a different type of a mystery box. Mystery box. It's now a mystery bag. I wanted to say mystery bag. It's now a mystery bag, Joe. You don't know what you gonna get in your purse. That's how we gonna start marketing the handbags. You don't know if you pay the shipping of the priority. If you buy the bag and you pay priority shipping, you gonna get a mystery in your bag. Now, who don't text me? Let me see. It's my sweet Sandra. She always be sending me these beautiful videos in the morning that make me laugh. I'm gonna open it later. So anyways, the bags that I made recently are the bomb.com. I'm really loving making those bags. So we're gonna go pick up inside material for the bag that's the black with the yellow daisies, because that's the one she bought. So I want to replace that one quickly so I don't have to take it off the website. So I got to go buy the inside material, and we're gonna buy material for straps, right? We're staying focused because I can't afford none of this. You hear me? Boy, you hear me? My grandaunt used to have a parrot that said, "Uno boy, uno girl, uno yeri wemi yeri, uno yeri wemi yeri, uno boy, uno girl." He's talking about gossip. He says, "Do you hear what I hear?" That's what it means, uno yeri wemi yeri. So anyways, yeah, I spent the afternoon yesterday looking at this Belizean comedian. I've seen her before, and I subscribed to her from one of my channels, but I guess I did not subscribe from the cooking channel. I guess I was logged into like maybe the vlog channel at the time. And she was bringing out some really funny videos, and then I lost her. I guess she's like big on Facebook. Not so big on YouTube, but big on Facebook. But now she's putting all her stuff at YouTube, which is easier for me to find. You guys, let me sidetrack from her for a minute. You can go to Jada's YouTube channel, Jada Julianne, which is youtube.com/Jada Julianne, or if you go to YouTube, just put Jada Julianne in the search, and there's a space between the Jada and the Julianne. Okay, if you try to put it all together, it'll not find her. So put Jada space Julianne. Go to playlists, click on the one playlist that Colin has there, click the share button, copy it, and go share it to everybody that you want to share it at, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere that you want to share it. Go share it, because if they listen to the songs, they're gonna listen for free, of course, and Jada doesn't get paid by YouTube, but if they listen, they might be inclined to buy, or they might be inclined to share it with somebody of influence that can put Jada on the national spotlight. You know what I mean? So anyways, what was I telling you about the girl? Why did I get sidetracked with that just now? Let's go back to the girl for a minute. I'll remember. The girl is Jennifer Burrows, and she's kind of racy, you know, in the sense of vulgarity. If you're not into vulgarity, don't go watch, all right? Because I never want to like offend anybody. But I was listening to her when I was doing something with the pictures for my website, and I was spitting on the screen of my laptop. This girl is so funny. She reminds me of Benny Hill. If you guys are British or, you know, from across the pond, you may remember Benny Hill from back in the day. Benny Hill was so darn funny. And she reminds me of Seferino, Joe, which was a Belizean announcer / comedian. And Seferino was not, you know, vulgar, of course. He was clean with his jokes. And it's not all of the stuff that's vulgar, but some of it is. And oh my goodness, that girl was so funny. Her name is Jennifer Burrows. I'm gonna spell it down here because I don't remember how to spell it, because it's weird. Like, I want to say it's Burrows or something like that. I'm gonna spell it and put it here on the video for you. And I don't remember why I sidetracked to Jada's thingy, but share Jada's thing for us, because if you go and you tweet that link to KJLH, which is Stevie Wonder's radio station, it is, what's the thing that I said yesterday, Joe? It's twitter.com/radio free KJLH. That's where I want you to tweet. I mean, bombard them. If every one of you watching me would bombard, I mean, 100 and something people watch my vlogs. Bombard KJLH and say, this is an artist we need for you to listen to. She's new, she's indie, she's independent. Please play her on your radio station. We want more of her, especially the song Monday. And you tell them the artist has the radio edit, which means Jada took the S word out of the song. So they can contact us for the radio edit. Now, I'm asking you to do that because Iggy Azalea, remember her? Iggy Azalea, I think she's from Australia. She was popular at one point, and I guess she lost some popularity in America. So now she has a new song out or a new record out, and she's asking her fans to go tweet the radio stations because that's how she'll get airtime. I mean, Iggy Azalea, Joe, she was big. You know, I like her. She was big. So Jada said, Iggy Azalea is in the same spot I'm in, Mom. We could do this. So I'm just saying. And if you guys have somebody else you want to tweet, some other radio station in your state, if you're in Florida, if you're in Georgia, if you're in New York, Jersey, North Carolina, South, wherever you watch me from, Virginia, just go ahead. And New Orleans, how can I forget New Orleans and Sam? Africa. Tweet your local... No, I'm talking internationally, of course, because she's being played on the radio in Mexico, and I don't know if she's being played yet on the radio in Belize, but we're working on that. In Mexico, it's because Matthew, her friend, his cousin is big time on the radio there. He has 200,000 followers, and he's playing her. They ain't playing. Mexico ain't playing, okay? But I'm saying to get it on the radio here in America, you might have to start in, let's say you live in a small town in Arizona. Let's say you live in Globe, Arizona. And you know somebody at the radio station, you know, because the radio stations are small in those little cities. Then you tweet it to them and say, hey, could you please play this artist? That's how she will come up. And you guys will all be a part of her career. What you do for the least of those that are called by God, you will get such a blessing. So let me go into Walmart, grab what I need, and I'll be back. So we are leaving from the food side. Let me tell you something. There was a little older white man in the store. He was with somebody that looked like she could be a wife. And he smiled so sweetly at Joe. It was really cool because usually white people give you a funny look, you know. And he said, good morning. And I told him good morning, and he mumbled like, morning. I was like, dang. So it's like that then. So every time we went up and down the aisles, he would turn back and give Joe second and third glances. I swear to you, it wasn't just him being not racist and polite. It was deeper. Yeah, right. And Joe started to strut his stuff just so the man could see. So, I'm sorry to break the news to the wife, but he undercover. He's an undercover boss. You guys know I'm totally teasing, right? I think the guy probably recognizes Joe from somewhere, because we used to go to this gym in the 1990s, Gold's Gym, that was in Fontana, and a lot of people remember us from that gym, but I don't remember anyone from the gym. Joe remembers certain people. I don't remember nobody from that gym. I don't even remember the Collins' dad, Kevin. I barely remember he used to go to that gym. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. He recognized Joe from somewhere, but I'm totally messing with you guys. But really and truly, Joe is catnip for anybody when he goes out there, because he's got such a, what's the face I want to say? An honest face, right? An honest face. And I think people can pick up on that honesty and that kindness that's in him. Now me, I go there and I keep a chisel jaw like, but I'm making sure the killer know that I'm on guard. That's what I'm making sure. I'm not going to be no hapless person. They're going to come and chloroform and throw in the back of no trunk of no car. Like last night, someone came to the front door and I thought Joe had the security door open. I ran for my machine. And I came on Joe said, I ain't opening the door. I don't know this fool. It's big nighttime, 10 o'clock at night. Somebody having a party on the street, and I guess he went to the wrong address and he sounded drunk. He's like, oh, and Joe said, nobody live here by that name, dude.
Your mom's gonna be there, right? Yes.
Damien came.
It's gonna be
under the chair with the bag.
With the, that's about it.
And look at Wednesday bowing down to her master.
This is the most love.
And they're planning to go to Disneyland without me. Richard.
Again.
I'm mad. Richard.
Again.
We're not going to Disneyland.
We're going to California. It's different.
Same thing. You're going out and having life. I'm not having no life over here.
To be fair.
I'm not living
Work's
my
gonna
life.
start and then I can't do any of this. So.
Oh,
Yeah, we
poor
got a job.
baby.
Yeah, I got a job.
She got a job. We didn't say nothing about it yet. We didn't say nothing about it on the vlog because you didn't start yet.
I have my shirt and my name tag.
And I don't want him to pull no fast ones like, oh, we hired
Which
you,
one
but
is
no,
that?
bye.
Matt's sister, she works there at a bakery, so we got a job at the bakery. We're just basically cleaning it, so it's really cool.
She's cleaning it and stealing any recipes she can bring.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna smell like sugar.
You need more
all day, every day.
recipes?
I have 650 recipes at my site and I need more.
It's gonna be sickening.
You know, these people work too hard, Richard, at YouTube. They expect for you to come up with a new recipe like 3 times a week. I come up with one once a week. And it's like, and then they
just make shit up.
You can. And then they cuss you out when you put the recipe up. They oh, that's not how that's done. I'm like, well, then you do your own show then.
Not shy.
That's what I say. You do your,
You do your own
go
show.
get your camera. Go start losing your eyesight from editing. And you come up and then be happy on camera all the time too. That's a job. Right, Damien?
It's
Joe's not
strenuous.
always happy
It is
on camera.
He's the most diva.
He's a diva. Diva. Fergalicious. Diva.
Oh, I think on TNT.
This was a day of unexpected visitors. Seriously? Excuse you? This was a day of unexpected visitors. You guys saw that Damien and Richard came down from Northern California. And then my dad popped in. Thank God we always have food. Joe, how come we always have food when these people come?
How do they time it just right?
And Josh was like, they take all my food. My food. But I made jam roll though.
Ugh, gross.
You guys, thumbs up the video if you like what I produced. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell. I don't think you're going to see a video at the cooking channel this week. I need a week off. I need to get some joy back in me to do the cooking channel because I've been kind of ticked off at the cooking channel lately. But you'll see me live on Tuesday. You see me tomorrow night too in another vlog. Bye. Yeah, Daddy, in a kimono. You tell Papa?